Hi, this is Scotty with Scotty of All Trades. I'm going to show you how to patch a hole in your cement. Okay, this is what we're going to need to get started. You're going to need a bucket to mix your compound in. We're using Sacri quick setting cement patcher. Some gloves for your hands. You're going to need something to mix it in. In this case, I'm using a little plastic trowel. You need a larger metal trowel to smooth things over, and then something to hold your water. Okay, so what we've done so far to get the prep ready, a lot of the rock, or scurry, the cement was basically too thin in certain places. So what we're doing is trying to make it a nice flat 90-degree angle. So when you float your compound in here to fill in the hole, wherever it's nice and square, it's going to come up to that and then harden nicely. You can think of it as kind of like a thin coating. If you put a lot of pressure where it's thin, it's going to crack. But if it's nice and thick, it's going to be able to withstand that pressure. Okay, right before you put your compound in, get a broom, clean all the nooks and crannies out of there. Make sure it's as clean as possible. If you have a shop vac, that would be the best thing to use. And if you were somebody who didn't bring your shop vac, then you could go ahead and do a brush like this. First step before you go ahead and put your compound in, take a water bottle and spray it so it's on the mister. Want to get that just nice and wet. It's going to allow the product to bond. Okay, for your mixing, make sure you are careful not to get the dust moving, but throw some in the bottom of your bucket. You're always going to add the water to the dry. If you start out with too much water, you're going to be adding more and more of this, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough product. Slowly add a little bit of water, because it's kind of amazing how little water you need when you're mixing up stuff like this. It's just trial and error as you're going. You can see how already half of the product's almost already incorporated, which is that little bit of water already. And that's the consistency that you want. Basically, it's going to fill in and kind of level out, but it's not too runny or soupy. If it was, it would be too thin and it wouldn't bond right. You'd get a weak patch. So right there, you want it to flow together but not be like water where it runs right together. That's going to work really good. I've got 5 minutes, so I better hurry up. Start with that. Basically, you're going to come across it in one direction, come back, and then start from the center and go toward the inside. You just want to push that into the cracks. Same thing the other way. Yeah, it's starting to set up a little bit. We want to kind of smooth that over there. Give a little water on top. We can hope it's a nice flush. And you can see how fast it sets up right now. The unmixed portion is already getting cakey and starting to crumble. Don't ever reuse this. Once it starts to set up, it's pretty much done. It's been about 24 hours. You'll notice that your patch is ready to walk on by this point. It's going to be considerably whiter and lightened up from what you poured into the crack. That's normal. If it's hot weather, you want to go ahead and put a paper towel down and wet that paper towel, put it over the top of your patch, and it's going to keep it from drying too fast and becoming brittle. Other than that, your patch should be done. If there's anything you have a question on or wanted to see, leave a comment at the bottom. If you like this, let me know. And I have also other videos. There's recipes for meatballs. There's some cheesy white sauce pasta going on. I also have some carpet cleaning. And any things that you've been wondering and wanting to learn about, let me know, because I'll be happy to make a video about that.